Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's me and it's Fred. Okay, and we're here to do some more maths. Now last time, if you watched our video, we were talking about 3D shapes, weren't we, Fred?
Yeah.
Okay. Now today we're doing the same. We're doing some more 3D shapes. Okay. Now, last time, me and Fred, we made up our own song, didn't we, Fred?
Yeah. It was to help us with 3D shapes.
It was to help us with 3D shapes. It was to help us try and remember the name. There's quite a few to remember. So, me and Fred are going to sing our song, okay? All right then. So, here we go. Lots of 3D shapes here with me. We can name them all, you and me. We have a cuboid here with me. It looks like a chocolate bar. Do you want to munch it with me? We have a sphere here with me. It looks like a bouncy ball. Can you bounce it with me?
Boing, 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 boing.
We have a cube here with me. It looks like a dice. Can you roll it with me? We have a pyramid here with me. It looks like a mountain. Can you climb it with me?
Ha
Here is a cylinder here with me. It looks like a can of pop.
Go, 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 go.
Can you drink it with me? Here is a cone here with me. It looks like an ice cream. Can you lick it with me? That's the end of our 3D song. Thanks for trying to sing along.
Ba.
Oh, me and Fred have tried to practice. We still haven't got it yet. We're trying, aren't we, Fred?
Yeah. Well, we remember most of it, Mrs. Jones.
We do, don't we? And the 3D shapes, they help to remind us, don't we?
Yeah. I like the actions.
Yeah, he likes the actions. Anyway, so 3D shapes. So we talked about last time that they were very different to 2D shapes. 3D shapes are three-dimensional, which means you can hold them and touch them, if they're small enough to pick up, that is, because you can get them quite big as well.
You can. You couldn't pick up a house.
You couldn't pick up a house, Fred, no. Okay, now we also talked about that 3D shapes have faces.
Yeah, and I thought that was funny.
Fred thought that was funny because he said he had a face. Anyway, 3D shapes have faces. Okay, and a face can be flat. Can you see these flat surfaces here on a cuboid? And they can also be curved, like on this cylinder. Okay, and 3D shapes also have edges. Okay, and these are edges here. Okay. And an edge is where two faces meet. Okay, that's an edge.
Okay.
Okay. And then the other thing we learned that 3D shapes also have corners, but we also learned a special name for corners, didn't we, Fred?
Yeah. It was called vertices.
Vertices, and when there's lots of them, they're called vertices. And if there's just one, well, it's just a vertex. Yeah, I know, it's a funny word. Anyway, that's what we were learning about last time. So there are all the different properties and how you can describe a 3D shape. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit of a game.
I like games.
You do like games, don't you, Fred? So I might need my 3D shapes for my game, so I'm going to put them up there.
You're whizzing past my head.
Well, I know, but I'm not touching your head, Fred. I'm just going past. I am being careful.
Okay.
Okay. Right, okay. Got to get up now and come back here. Right. Whew. I wonder if we could bring this a bit closer. Right, here we go then, Fred. So on our board, we've got some 3D shapes. And I was really thinking about these differences, about these 3D shapes, because they don't all look the same, do they, Fred? No. Okay, so I'm wanting in this one here, I'm going to put curved faces. And the opposite to curved faces is straight faces. Right, now we've got to put the 3D shapes, Fred, into the right place.
Okay.
So we're going to look for some with curved faces. So, what do you think to that? Do you think it's got a curved face?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we put that there then? See if we can put that on like that. And what about straight faces?
A pyramid?
Oh, yeah, that's got some straight ones, hasn't it? They're not curvy. It's curvy means that they bend round, doesn't it? Well, that doesn't bend round, that's definitely straight. What else is straight, Fred?
A cube.
A cube, yeah. Oh, that definitely looks straight. Let's put that on there. What else can we put in the curved faces?
A cylinder.
Yeah, cylinder. Oh, that's not curved right. Silly Mrs. Jones. Can't have that, can we, Fred?
No.
No. Right then, so the next thing, let's have a look then. So, they do look very different. So we've got straight faces there
Yeah.
and curved faces there.
Yeah. Shall we do a different one?
Yeah, let's do a different one. Let's take them off then. Let's rub that out. And rub that one out. Right then, the next one. Oh, I know. We're going to put on this one 3 vertices. I better make sure I spell vertices right, haven't I? 3 vertices or more. More means just more than 3. So a number more than 3, like 4 or 7. Yeah?
Yeah.
What should we put on the next one? What should we put less than 3? Vertices. Make out my tea. Right, okay, so we've got to think about vertices. Vertices, remember, Fred, was the corners.
Okay.
Right, what about on a cube then? How many vertices do you think we've got on a cube?
Can we count them?
Yes, we can. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's flip it. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's got 8 vertices. So where's the cube going to go, Fred?
Well, this one says 3 vertices or more, so 8 is bigger than 3.
Yeah, so we can put it in there then. Right, so how many vertices has a cylinder got, Fred?
Well, it hasn't got any.
It hasn't got any. So is that more than 3 or less?
Well, it's less. It's 0.
It's 0, that's right. Let's put that there. Right, what about this cuboid? How many vertices has a cuboid got?
Can we count?
Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's flip it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, same as a cube. Well, if it's the same as a cube,
It's got to go in the same place.
it has got to go in the same place. Now then, what about a sphere? How many vertices has a sphere got?
It hasn't got any.
It hasn't got any vertices. So, now last time I tried to stick this on, it wouldn't stick. So, I'm going to have to just balance it there, Fred. Is that okay?
Yeah, we know it goes there.
We know it goes there. Okay. So, me and Fred, that's what we've been doing. We've been ordering our 3D shapes, and we're thinking about what 3D shapes have got what in common. Okay, so I could rub this out. And this time, it's the last game, Fred. I'm not going to give it a title. You've got to work out what's the same.
Okay.
Okay. So, in my first group, I'm going to put my cube.
Okay.
I'm going to put him there. And in the second group, I'm going to put my cuboid.
Okay.
When I say second group, it's the same group.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put that like that. Oh, I'll have to put it that way. That's a shame. All right, and in my next group, I'm going to put a cylinder. And I'm going to put a cone. All right then, Fred. We've got to have a little think.
Yeah.
Why have I chosen those groups?
Well. Yeah, a square on there. That cube.
Yes, that cube, yeah.
It's made up of lots of square faces.
It is made up of lots of square faces, okay. So what do you think's the same about this cuboid then?
It's got some square faces.
It has, it's got 2 square faces. Okay, so that group, it's got some square faces. What about the next group?
That's got a circle face.
It has got a circle face. Got 2 of them. And what about our cone?
That's got a circle face.
It has got a circle face. So my next group could be that they've got in common is they've got some circle faces. So that's what me and Fred have been doing. We've been ordering some shapes. We've been playing that game all day, haven't we, Fred? Okay. So you can have a go at that at home. You could do your own ordering of 3D shapes and try and put them in different groups and tell your grown-up why you've chose that particular place to put them. Anyway, we've also got another great game for you to play.
Have we?
Yes, we have. I'm going to just move them 3D shapes out the way. And I'm going to show you my card that I've done. And it's got a sphere, a cube, a cone, a cylinder and a cuboid. And I've made that myself. And that's what we're going to take out and about, me and Fred, later. Because we're going to play this game later on.
Are we?
Yes, when we go out and about.
Oh, great.
He loves playing games. And when I go out and about, I might do some spotting of 3D shapes. But just to show you, I've gone and done some 3D spotting around my house and Fred came to help me. Didn't you, Fred?
I did.
You did. So, the first thing that Fred found was a hairspray for my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what kind of shape do we think that could be, Fred?
Well, it's got a very curved face.
It has got a very curved face. What do you reckon then, Fred?
I think a cylinder.
I think so too. I think that hairspray could be a cylinder. I'm going to mark it off to say I've spotted a cylinder. Right. What else did we find, Fred?
Well, we looked in the cupboard for the food.
We did look in the cupboard for the food and we found an OXO box, didn't we? That's what Mrs. Jones puts in for flavouring for her stews and things. And what kind of shape is that?
Well, it's got 2 square faces,
It has got 2 square faces.
but it's got some oblong or rectangle faces.
It has. So what do we think that is?
Cuboid.
Cuboid. Right, then we're going to mark off cuboid. All right, what else did we spot, Fred?
We looked in the fruit bowl.
We did look in the fruit bowl. And what did we find?
Orange.
What kind of shape do you think the orange is?
A sphere.
A sphere. Right, let's mark that off then. Okay, let's find what else we spotted. It was one of Poppy's balls, wasn't it, Fred?
Yeah. She didn't want us to have it.
No, she didn't want us to have it. My dog Poppy likes playing with balls. So what kind of shape's that then, Fred?
A sphere.
A sphere. Right, let's mark that on. Oh, we've got 2 of those now. That's out in the lead. Right. Now then, this is a very old fashioned camera. It's called a box camera. And what kind of shape do you think, 3D shape, do you think that is?
I think cuboid.
I think you're right too. So that's another one for cuboid. Oh, cuboid and sphere, they're neck and neck. Right, what else have we got? Oh, let's bring that close so you can see it. That's a marble. Fred likes playing with marbles. It's a good game, isn't it, Fred? Okay. And what kind of shape do you think a marble is?
Sphere.
Okay. Ooh, that's out in the lead. All right, what else we've got? Ooh, hot dogs. All right then, what kind of shape is a tin of hot dogs?
Cylinder.
Cylinder. All right. Now this funny little thing, this was a little ornament of Mrs. Jones, and you could put a candle in it.
I know.
I know, it was nice, wasn't it? Well, what kind of shape do we think that is?
I think it looks like a cone.
I think so too. I'm going to put one in cone. All right. Oh, now this is a funny one. It's not as big as a tin of hot dogs, but it's still a cylinder because it's got a circular face there and a circular face there and a curved face to go all the way around. So it's another cylinder. It's a little itty bitty one, but it's still a cylinder. We need to mark that on. And one last thing, oh, this big one. Oh, a big old shoebox. What kind of shape is that? What do you reckon, Fred?
Cuboid.
Cuboid. Right. Let's have a look at our findings then. So how many spheres have we got? 3. How many cubes did we find? We didn't find any cubes. How many cones did we find?
1.
How many cylinders did we find?
3.
And how many cuboids did we find?
3. Oh, they've all drawn.
Yes, they have. A lot of things. We found 3. But I'm afraid cube, you're the loser. We didn't find any cubes. Right. I think you could play that game at home and see which shape, 3D shape, wins the game. Okay. Have a look round your house or take it with you when you're out and about. Mark down your score sheet to see if you can find any 3D shapes. Okay. Me and Fred have got to go now. So have fun doing some 3D spotting. Bye.
Bye.